Okay. Yeah, the top's bad. Okay, we'll make our apologies first, I suppose. All right. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. I didn't realise you'd pressed live.
I just pressed it now.
Man.
Welcome to Chinwag number 98, which has been titled, What's Your Reseller USP? Who do you serve? I should have read it out loud.
Who do you service?
Yeah, I should have read that
Who
before.
came up with that title?
I should have read it out loud before. Yeah, I should.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Did you read it at all? I'm just wondering. Who do you service? Do you know what that sounds like?
Slash K4. I should have just left out service. And
that makes it look like you're trying to sell your services on eBay.
I should have just
Is that the kind of stuff you do?
No, honey.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not. Honestly. I mean, it's, who do you... I should have really read that out.
I think
right?
you should. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Blitz Simon says world's crappiest title, and Ryan says I service myself sometimes. Well, shall we start as we mean to go on?
Let's carry on. We may as well.
Oh gosh, guys,
goodness.
gosh.
Right, should we say some hello?
Yeah, we'll say some hello. I'm not going to bother reading the title. Let's just say some hellos.
Yes.
Thank you everybody for joining us. By the way, we can see that there's already a fair few people in the chat, which is nice. All right, let's get the actual. There we go.
Right.
We have gotten in here already. Lol Fortnite crazy. Jason
Yes.
Entwistle says he'll pop back in a bit. Ash, I'm the legend. Hi there, Ash. How are you? Peter Ray, BCP, Jamie McHugh says it's my 40th birthday today. Happy birthday, Jamie.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yeah, very happy. I believe I'm 37, even though Ash is saying another 40 years and you'll be the same age as Z. I'm not 80. I might look it to you, Ash. But you know what? You're not going to be young forever, mate, okay? I know you're all like, down there, getting headshots and surfing and whatever else you do down in Devon. I don't know what he does. He's just young, isn't he? So he's going to be all like fancy. Eating your fancy low macro, I don't know, diet. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that, Ash. I'm not 80. I'm 37, aren't I?
I don't know. I think so.
At most, I'm 38. But I think I'm 37. Peter Ray, Lisa Curry. Ray Cunningham. We said a crap in the attic. Wow, Shazad's in here. Hi, Shazad. Shazad. Not Shazad. Whenever I'm speaking Urdu, I would say Shazad. That's what. Yeah. All right. Robert B. George Ross. Welcome. South London reseller.
Welcome.
Well, Fritz Stell I've seen. I'm just scrolling down to the bottom so we can be up to date with the chat from the beginning, because I don't want to be like Corey's in here. Corey Barlow. Hi, Corey. Okay. Alia. Hi, Alia. Laura Eccleston as well. John Clissold. Carla's made it in. Hi, Carla. I would have thought Carla would have been. I don't know whether they're driving down for the meetup.
And Karen as well.
Karen as well. Isn't Carla going and giving a lift to someone? I can't remember who. I'm not sure who. She's meant to be driving up with someone. I pity.
Was it Lex?
I don't know. Whoever it is, I feel sorry for. No, Carla, I'm joking. I'm sure it's fine to be in the car with you for like 4 hours. I'm sure. Okay, question from David McGregor. Hi, David. Can Bex pull off walking heroics like last weekend and make it 2 on the trot?
Well, no. It's a simple answer.
For those of you that don't know, Beck is
it's hiding that.
Yeah, I don't know. Rebecca is a bit tired.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it's been a real heavy week
Yeah.
at work.
So the chances are I'm getting a Fitbit
Carla's just replied to you.
Rude. I am a delight. I'm sure you're a delight, but for 4 hours straight, I don't know. I'm kidding, Carla. But who are you going? Are you going with Lex? Oh my goodness, no way.
That's what I just said. I just said,
oh no,
with Lex.
Really, Lex and Carla? What? The car's just gonna go like what?
Can you just please vlog the journey down
that we
can watch it?
Please, Lex and Carla both in the car for 4 hours. They're gonna make each other even more bored. You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna arrive and they're both have like made each other sane. So when they arrive, they're just gonna be like, you know, when SpongeBob becomes normal, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" Do you remember, like?
Yeah.
Maybe that will happen. Maybe they'll be completely. Oh wow. Corey says, I'm having a downer today. So YouTube is auto unsubbing everyone from my channel. Almost lost every subscriber. Oh my goodness, wow. Corey, you're having such a nightmare with YouTube.
For ages we couldn't see your messages.
Yeah.
Did we?
No,
it
was Corey, and then no, he's back on YouTube. He's making vids, and now suddenly they're stealing subs off him, which is insane. But question, Hazy, can we do a crowdfund to get you to Hitchin? Says Paul. Oh no, I would love to go down, but we've got so much going on this month.
And the thing is, it was a possible maybe for one of us to be there.
Yeah, we were hoping I would have made it down, but we've had so much go out this month, and when everything happens like at once. So school trips and car issues, and like our car, it's in desperate need to have one of its calipers replaced or brake discs or something. Basically, we've been is it the caliper? And I don't know, but anyway, it's like we can't go on long journeys, and I was like, we haven't got that fixed because it's going to cost us another bunch of money. And the Hoover's gone. Sorry, the vacuum. The vacuum. It's just one of those. It's come at a bad time.
We just can't make it.
Yeah, and then but we were hoping that I would be able to make it down, but just oh well, better luck next time. I'm sure it'll be on next year as well. Yes.
I can just about manage yes.
You can just about manage a yes. All right. Your birthday today, Z. If it is, congrats. My granddaughter turned 6 today. I'm still waiting for a piece of her Stegosaurus cake. No. My son's car broke down and I'm waiting for a bottle of wine, says Libelle. Oh, no, it's not my birthday today, but thank you. But your granddaughter turned 6, so happy birthday to her. And let me know what that Stegosaurus cake is like. Hi Izzy and Bex, good evening, says Dave Tripper. eBay's dead slow for me. What's going off? How many listings? Apologies.
How many listings do you have monthly and roughly on average sell for? I'm sorry, I can't read.
For your month and roughly on average sell for your month. Guys. We currently have around 1,200 and something listings, about 1,200, 1,230 listings. Out of those, I think we sell on average about between 160 and 170 items a month. So that's about 12 to 13% of our sell through rate as it would be out of our 1,230 listings.
Yeah.
So about 13% sell through rate because we have a lot of multiples on our store.
Yeah. Which I know we threatened a sales video last week. We're actually going to do it.
We are going to put one out. When you say we, you just mean me, don't you?
I don't know. I might be there with you, depending on what it is. If it's RC parts,
it's mostly
I might give it a miss.
I don't think we've sold anything else, hun. I don't think there's been much else. No, they can't go sane, says Karen. These chats should be on Comedy Central way better than any comedians. Oh, Ash, thank you for that. I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Furball, says Ryan. It all comes in threesy, says Peter Ray.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Flipping Fantastic Fine says Trainsy. The problem is we live really far away. Like it is not easy.
It's not an easy commute.
Like I'd have to get a bus to get to the train station. Buses round here come like once every hour, if that. Like it's like once every hour, and then I'd be like waiting at the train station. It actually, I Google mapped it. It's like a 4-hour drive, isn't it? 3 or 4
just
four,
under.
four, yeah,
Just
3
under
hour,
4
50-minute drive down
Yeah.
to Nick's. I have to get on the M6 then the M1, so that's in a car. It's 3 hours 50, and that's going on the M6 toll and then on the M1. I believe by train it's well over 4, close to 5 hours. So yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen this time.
Not to mention it would cost like insane money. Like train tickets are just like, you know, you'd think that you're riding in a Bentley train or something. I don't know, like, you know, you'd think there'd be like champagne and stuff, you know, and they'd serve you guacamole.
Yeah.
Guacamole. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's pronounced guacamole. You know, when he's eating the young.
Yeah.
Zap Brannigan,
Yeah.
by the way, guys. Zap Brannigan.
Futurama.
Futurama, Zap Brannigan. Absolutely fantastic. Right. Carla will be there tomorrow, Paul. Yes. I'm catching you up, Z. I'm at 590, says Blitz.
Karen's asking, how do you calculate sell-through rate?
How do I calculate sell-through rate?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a thick question. It's basically sell-through rate is to give you an idea of how much of your inventory sells a month, in a percentage, right? So you work it out in that regard. So if someone tells you they've got like a 10% sell-through rate, they're telling you that they will sell, you know, 10% of whatever they've got listed. So if they've got 100 items listed, they're telling you they'll sell 10 items every month. And that means they've got to replenish. They've got to find 10 items every month, because obviously to maintain the sell-through rate, you've got to have, you know, what's it called? You've got to have that amount listed, if not more, to make sure you keep at your sell-through rate. So that's what you need to keep an eye on. I'd be up for a gas tank me up, says Simon. It's only 30 minutes away. Yeah, we should. You know what? I wish we'd been able to stay longer at the Northwest one. It was so much fun to meet people. I'm sure we'll do like something in the future as well. And there's going to always be more opportunities, guys. I am gutted. The FOMO is real. I've been saying to Beck, haven't I? Like, but it's you know, with the job as well, isn't it? It's just, we're just like all over the place. All over the place. I had ended up. This is how all over the place we've been. Do you want to tell them?
So this week, like my hours vary, right? And I have been doing a bit of overtime this week. That's why I'm so tired, because we've been really short-staffed and I've had to do a few longer days, and I've had like training and stuff like that I've had to do, like stay at work for and do. So I say goodbye to you in the morning, and I always say, right, I'll see you at such and such time. So on Thursday I said, right, have a good day, you know,
see
you at 6:30,
because I drop her off and pick her up. Yeah
at the moment. Okay, so I do that. Right, one of my colleagues comes in and says, your husband's been sat outside since about 5:45, and I was like, oh, he's probably just got the wrong time. Because I thought, oh, he's probably just turned up thinking I finish at 6, right? No, he turned up at 5 o'clock.
I thought she was finishing at 5.
Since 5.
Yeah, but she wasn't finishing until 6:30. So yeah. I was just, I just didn't even decide to move because it wasn't worth going back home, you know, I just chilled in the car, listened to SMLBC. But yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, we've been very much like that this week. You know,
it has been a bit all over the place, hasn't it?
Right. Hi, I'm on the phone, so we'll be mostly quiet as it's hard to type, says Lisa Curry. No worries, Lisa.
That's fine.
Okay. Mine's about 25 to 30%, says Carla. That is really amazing. Good. That is a fantastic sell-through rate, Carla.
That is really good.
Yeah, most people will be over the moon with that. Some people work on sell-through rates a lot smaller. Some obviously a lot higher, but that is fantastic. And you know, so I mean, I don't know how you would like decide what's a good sell-through rate for your niche. I suppose it's something you've got to keep an eye on. Right. Karen, I have some analytics software. If you tell me your eBay name, I can tell you your sell-through rate, says Simon. Oh wow, okay. Hi all you guys, says Death by Glam, excited for tomorrow. I'm sure everyone is excited. I think we're especially excited about seeing Lex and Carla's car vlog on the way as well. I think that would be incredible. Shazad has a question for us, says, have you developed any new contacts? I spoke to a new company today who introduced me to 3 new wholesale connections. If we're honest, Shazad, not recently. We have made contacts up here, which we are quite happy about, but we've not made any recently. But part of that is because we've just not been buying.
Yeah, we haven't been out buying.
Yeah, we've just not been buying. So
which is a bit silly because we should be.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we should be. Yeah, we should, but we're getting to the point where we need to be now because we've done so well with work though.
That's why
with the
I say
listing.
We should be, because we're actually getting to the point where we actually should be looking at buying some new stock, because we're getting to the point where.
But we're finally getting to the point where we've started to list almost everything. That's such an amazing thing. I really like that. I want to be efficient. So but yeah, it's amazing though that you're right, that from one connection you can make another. So yeah, definitely, Shazad, I think that's fantastic to share. You get taxed 20% overtime, 13% national insurance and employment sector. If you put that in your business, you don't get no tax break. I don't anyway, so don't do more overtime, says Sean Gilbert. Fair enough. Sitting in the car with a big bucket of KFC, says Barry. No, I wasn't. Libel says, Z, you're just adding to the suspicions of oppressed wives if you turn up too early at a work. That's so... that's... You know what? I'd hope people at your work are like,
no, they're
if anything, they think I'm just well trained. Yeah,
right. They were like, oh, we should have come in here and hung out.
Really? No. Can't imagine being. No, I'm not sure how that would work, man. All the questions and just too many women.
Yeah, they would talk.
Yeah, I can't believe how many women there are. Yeah, but anyway, David McGregor says James O'Brien on LBC is decent. He's one of my favourites. Tonight I'll be listening to Nick Abbott. I love Nick Abbott as well. Nick Abbott, if you guys don't know, 10 o'clock on LBC tonight. He's just so funny, isn't he, hun? He's so funny. He's brilliant.
Don't listen to him if you're a Trump fan, though.
No, listen to him. It's just funny. You'll still laugh. I think you'll still laugh. Oh,
you might do. You might see the funny side of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, excited. Just been discussing dance moves with the guys. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. All right. YouTube just messaged me saying fluctuations in sub counts are normal. Not when you lose every sub in 2 days. No need to be sorry, Corey. It's frustrating, especially when they fob you off with what seems like a generic reply. They've obviously just given you the look, subs go up and down, because obviously they do. But yes, you're right. You don't lose every sub in 2 days. That's just ridiculous. Hope it's just a glitch that they'll just all appear back. Steve, hi, how are you, Steve? All right, guys, let's talk about the title. What I mean about talking about the title. Okay, let's
the awesome title.
Let's talk about the title.
That you clearly didn't read after you typed it. And thought, yeah, let's go with this.
No, the title is what's your reseller USP? So in the chat, who knows what USP is? First of all, those of you that have worked in sales will probably know what USP is, and who do you cater for on eBay? That's the title. Who do you I'm going to edit the title, actually. Can I edit it right now? In fact, I must be able to, but I don't want to break everything just now.
Leave it.
But
you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to leave it for now, and I'll change it. Yeah. And who do you cater for? X-rated titles.
No, right?
Yes. Who do you cater? The reason why I came up with this title, yep, Karen's right, and Corey, yep, unique selling point. UPS. No, it's not UPS, it's USP. It is unique selling point, as Corey and Karen sells clothes both got right. Ian, The title, yeah. I mean, a USP, United States President. No, it is unique selling point. It is the unique selling point. Yep, Kim Kelly Sapphire. That's right. It got me thinking that we often talk as resellers about niches, don't we? Like, what niche are you in? What do you like to sell? So even if you're a generalist, the chances are, if you're a generalist seller and you like to pick up items on different kind of like in different sections. Why was it, Ray? This is good stuff. First the title, and then you come to the text. Sorry.
You spill coffee
Ray, if there's a way to give like comment of the chat, is there like, there's got to be a way of giving, that has to be, thank you. That's such a great comment, right?
And just when we're trying to be all serious.
Yeah, just as we're
trying to be
the point
serious,
was,
right?
like, for example, even if you're a generalist, you'll often have something that you enjoy selling, right? And say, for example, if you're a clothes seller, some people specialize. So there are sellers out there that specialize in selling shoes. So you've always seen and heard people who pick up lots of footwear. You might see people that specialize in like woolwear, or woolen clothes. Was it woolwear? Was it woolwear? I don't know. What's it called? Wool. Like
I don't want to hear more about this woolwear.
Or some people would like sell jeans. Don't leave me hanging. We're a team, man.
My brain's not functioning. Woolwear sounds good.
Woolwear's good, right?
It's good.
But you might be someone that's into jeans, for example, and you specialize in jeans. You know a lot about jeans or whatever. So, for example, when it comes to like when it came to me, like selling radio control cars, the differences are you can either sell the cars complete, or you can be the parts guy, which is what we've become. And it was just something that got me kind of interested. Like, how do you think we will decide where we sit in the chain, in the whole reseller ecosystem? Because you can do so many different things, and it comes down to, I suppose, what where you're comfortable with. So there are going to be, like, I could, for example, sell any of the items, like any of these cars behind me. I could sell as full complete working cars, and they'd sell very quickly. Or I literally break things down to just every little part. So the reason why I'm thinking about this right now is I've spent like a lot of the last couple of days just taking apart lots and lots of helicopters. So I've got bunches and bunches of parts in here. This is just one tiny little tub, but there's a lot in here. These are all speed controllers that I've taken off of helicopters. So I've just broken those down, and then I've got receivers as well, and I've got gyros as well, loads and loads of little parts. And I'm like, you know what? I'm the parts guy, because you can buy these helicopters like complete, and they don't tend to go for a great deal of money, but they still sell, and they sell really quickly. So some sellers will pick up like radio control job lots, and they will just sell them on and get a quick sale, because helicopters, the radio control stuff sells very quickly when it's complete. Parts can take a long time because you're looking for that right person. But we've set ourselves up, as it were, to be the parts people, and it's like, it's funny how it's happened.
Just quickly, say goodbye to South Wales Matt.
Okay, South Wales Matt. No worries, but thanks for popping in.
And then Karen's got a question. Yeah.
Question, in seriousness, I think eBay are trying to make us all uniform. So do you think we can really offer much of a USP? That's a really good point, Karen. There are obviously a lot of like regulations now about what brands you can sell, what brands you can't sell, how they like you to display them. You can't any longer customize your listings. That was one of the ways that people used to stand themselves out, wasn't it? You used to go to some listings and they'd be full of like really cool effects on the listing page. So you've got to find different ways, and I think one of the only ways is maybe like the product range that you offer. So you become known. So for example, if you're into clothing, maybe you could specialize in like prom dresses or party wear and really go for that kind of item and become known for it. Maybe, I don't know. Shel Saruni says, I specialize in cashmere wool wear. Oh, there you go. Wool wear. There you go. Wool wear. But that's a really good point, Karen, about how they're trying to make it a bit more difficult. Robert B says, love selling Dr. Martin boots. Always photo them on a Union Jack flag. Always sells fast and they stand out from the rest. See, that's a really clever way of doing that. And that is really cool. Very creative there, Robert. And Simon agrees with Karen. I agree because I sell a lot of new stuff. I'm constantly getting asked to create a catalogue. Yeah. Zahir is leading USP in S Club 7 star jumps in. What? Yeah, no, I'm not sure. We don't need to see your parts. Says, okay. Can't you almost make cars out of most of the parts you make, Morsey?
That's not always the case though, is it?
Not always, but
because sometimes we've actually broken down like cars, even
make cars out of most of the parts and make more. You do tend to be able to get more money for parting out, but whether it's worth more, I think like on paper you're right, it's worth more. Okay, but if I list, I don't know. Okay, so if I list this at a good price today, it will sell by tomorrow. Okay, it will sell by tomorrow. If I break this down into every little piece, and there's a lot of pieces, or even if I don't break it down to every little piece, but I break it into lots of different pieces, some pieces are going to sell immediately. Yep. And some you could be just stuck with for ages. So that it's not a question of whether you'll make more, because on paper you'll make more money. But how long is it going to take you to sell?
That's what I was going to say. It's like how quickly it will actually sell. Because if you've got like all the different little parts, that can take longer to get your money out of it. Even though sometimes it's worth it to break it down, because overall you will make more money out of it. But it's like how long you kind of can make money out of.
Shelsteruni says, Z, I was taking the P with the woolwear. Damn it! I thought.
Can
as if I couldn't look any stupider. I always find a way, don't I, hun?
Woolwear, man.
Woolwear.
I'm wearing a nice piece of woolwear today.
Are you sure it's not acrylic? Oh, but okay. Question from Shazad. Considering your items are long tail, do you think that your selling mentality matches that? I like to be busy, and I think that like today I've been really busy. The last couple of days I've actually been quite busy, and it bothers me when I'm not selling lots, but I feel that if I can build my inventory up enough in this niche, I will sell enough that it will satisfy my kind of stress levels and things, like so I'm not stressing about nothing sold or whatever, but to be fair, we do sell every day. It's just we need to make our bottom higher, so, do you know what I mean? Like we need to make our
I told you had to go slow.
Okay. We need to make we just want to get to the stage where our slow
you just
weeks.
showed me something and I was like, well, why aren't we at the top? And you were like, you don't want to be at the top.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, I mean, I think it is okay. I bought a car for £10 from a friend. Super profitable flip. A real car. Wow. Okay. If I was to go by selling what I know well, it would be all things to do with Vlad the Impaler, and there's not much of that about. Oh gosh. Bex is looking very corporate today. If you pick a laptop at a car boot, I don't even bother selling the laptop. I part them out. The screen's usually straight away, and it's all profit, says Simon. See, there's certain things definitely that, you know, breaking it down to it can be profitable, but you've got to bear in mind, like, how much will, you know, what about the rest of it? How long will it take to sell? But at the same time, I don't mind if it takes a while, because we are positioning ourselves almost as the place where people come for parts. And, you know, we were looking at our figures.
It's not always going to be like that forever, though.
No.
Is what I always say.
No.
Because you do have to be very, very careful with, like, the, you know, getting too comfortable.
Yeah, you need to be on top of what's trending as well, don't you? You need to,
because when this stock stops selling, and it will reach a point where it stops selling, we have to be in a position where we've already strengthened the business in a different way, and we're selling other stuff also. Yeah. Because we don't just want it to drop off. Yeah, we want to have a nice amount of kind of, you know, different items as well. We don't want to just do this. Yeah. Because that's what I'd say. You always have to be careful. Yeah.
But the thing is, with parts, there's like, you know, you can just add more manufacturers. Like at the moment, we're really big on a few manufacturers. Like or HSP, we're big on. Thunder Tiger, obviously, we're big on. We don't have a lot of other stuff. No. You know, we've got some Spectrum. No, we've got We've got a lot of Schumacher, Sen. We've got a few brands actually. When you actually look at it now, we've actually got a lot of brands. Spectrum,
but not in like the same.
Not in the same massive. Yeah. Like not in the same range. Stuff, yeah, not in the same range as the Thunder Tiger stuff. So we're very Thunder Tiger heavy. But luckily, Thunder Tiger is one of the top. If you look at eBay's stats for RC manufacturers, they're like the top 5 of what's searched for. So it works really well. Okay, let's get back into the chat. Yeah, it may be worth getting some quicker selling items so that you can get the top dollar of your long tail items. No point holding on to items that are selling it cheap. Yeah, I completely. You do need a couple of big ticket items to see through, and that's what's helped us this week. I think
that's what I think I want to get at with the business, like where we're at with eBay, because what we have with the RC parts is a really nice place to be at, because you know stuff is selling daily. Although, you know, some days we'll only have like a few sales and it won't amount up to much, but then other days we have, you know, quite a few nicer sales, and it, you know, we obviously have nicer days.
Yeah.
But it's I forgot what I was going
to it still amazes me some of the stuff that sells.
Oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about, but no, it's gone. Sorry.
It's gone. Okay, no worries.
This is why I don't talk for very long, because it's gone.
Going to be weird next week, listing as I go. Think we'll be feeling lazy and like should be. Oh yeah, Karen's up to date with all her stock, so she's listing as she goes, which I think is a great place to be in.
I think it's a good place.
I think think about it, efficiency wise, you can't get any more efficient.
When I had the second store, that's exactly where I wanted to be with everything, was to be on top of everything and kind of list as I was getting the stock in. Product
mix is extremely important. Yeah, I mean, I think what it is like, I think like I want to still be in RC though, but maybe like you said, quicker selling stuff. So maybe from our contacts, getting quicker selling items so we can have a range. You know, like when we had,
I mean,
you know, like when we had the big ticket cars, but like maybe having like drones and things as well, because we don't do drones at all.
Well, you know, there's other things that we can kind of get into, and we'll kind of work that out as we go along. Yeah. I mean, we do need to kind of set some proper goals, though. Yeah. I'm tired of just talking about it and not.
Well, we haven't been buying. We've not been buying though, so it's kind of like
you still need to talk about your goals and put them in place.
Yeah, I know. I know, but I feel like
because you're not going out there doing it, you still got a plan.
But I feel like we're in a good position to do it once it comes down to it, because we have now, with the work that we've put in, it is bringing in a steady amount of sales every week, which I think is brilliant. and when we do get the odd big ticket item sale come through, it's just makes it nicer. Like, so, you know, it's just something that we're pleased with. Question: would you sell items with a 10 to 20% profit but with a quicker turnaround, or do you like the 60% plus profit items but take a little longer to sell? Says ask Ryan. Well, for me, I don't mind. I think if I could make our inventory even bigger with parts, we could maintain that 60 plus % profit. It's a simple case of we're getting the amount of sales we're getting on 1,200 odd listings, right? If we suddenly upped that, we went out and bought another load of RC stuff, and increased our inventory, but it's basically inventory size, then we could keep that kind of profit, as long as what we're buying is, like, you know, not cutting edge, and we're not, because there's no point if we're buying brand new, you're not going to get great margins, are you? Like, that's, you know, we've got good margins.
Well, we've discussed it, haven't we?
Yeah,
it's not something that we're massively interested in.
New stuff's not worth it. Like, we want to buy the end of line stuff, you know, we want to buy like the stuff that's kind of out, you know. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm in the first group, Ryan. I prefer lower margin, high volume. My best month so far on eBay only dipped under 1K once this month. Yeah, wow, that's insane. You know, if you've got the capital, the storage, the, you know, it's fantastic what you're doing, Shazad. It's something. A mix is possible, isn't it? A mix. I suppose you could have a mix of things. It wouldn't harm.
Well, I don't know what we're gonna end up doing, really. Like, overall, if I'm honest. Because you're not still 100%. No, because I think it could go either way. Because I think the more we talk, the more we kind of chuck different ideas in, and like what we want to do, how we want to do it. So we're still kind of figuring it all out for ourselves, really. Yeah,
exactly. I think our main goal at first was to actually get through a lot of this stuff, and it's only now that we're finally getting to the point where we're actually
the thing is, it
was a lot to deal with.
It's really changed the way we eBay. Before we were, you know, going to charity shops, going to auctions, going to car boots. We were doing all of that, and now we barely go and do those things. So, and although we keep saying, like, we really should go out,
when it comes down to it,
I'm not sure we're still going to be going out sourcing and going back down that route, because we clearly changed it for a reason, because it clearly wasn't working for us.
Up here it wasn't. And so you have to work on.
And so when we say we're going to mix it up, we
that's
may not
a really
mix
good
it up
point.
in the same way as going back into car boots.
Because we used to love car boots, auctions, and charity shops down south. We used to love them, and we tried so hard when we first moved up here. We tried so hard. We spent so much time. You know, we visited so many charity shops. We went to so many different auctions. We tried everything.
And the thing is, I mean, if you watch back some of the videos, I mean, some of you guys would have already seen those videos from when we first moved up here. We were trying so hard, but we just could not get
we couldn't source the quality that we were used to.
We couldn't get the stock in the numbers that we needed to make sense on paper for us to be able to keep doing what we were doing. And I know I've gone back into work, so it seems strange that, you know, although I was out of work for nearly 2 years, wasn't I? And I went back into work. I went into work for different reasons.
Well, it's just to improve our situation quicker. It was just
and that's what it ended up coming down to. So it was just a matter of we needed to progress a lot further, so it's just
so but that doesn't change that we've tried the normal sourcing techniques when we moved up here, and we weren't finding the quality and quantity that we needed. So that's what in the first place got us to buy in bulk, and I really do feel that, you know, that's why that's why I feel we're going to continue just looking for bulk deals. So when we do next go out to get more stock, the chances are it's going to be another, I will try the new item strategy just so you can see if it works for you. Shazad, I'm more than open for trying a new item, but I think what I'd like to do again is to buy whatever it is. I'd like to just do it in bulk. So it would be a number of new items. It could be in a completely different niche. But whatever it is, it's going to be a bulk deal because I feel that for us that's worked out.
Yeah.
It saves a lot of time, it saves a lot of effort, and it makes a massive difference to your business. So we'd love to just go out and buy another massive haul. I mean, you never know, we might find someone selling a collection of toys. It could be anything, I don't know. It could be crafts, again, could be anything, but massive amount.
We're probably likely to kind of stick in like the part kind of place, really.
And Ryan says, I mix it up a lot, just depends what's available at any one time. I'd love to have all the same product, but sometimes you just can't get it when you want it. Exactly. I think that is a massive point. Okay. I see a future in becoming the first artificial intelligence seller for Z. If anyone, it'll be him who'll get in the market of robotic spare parts. Oh wow. Yes, I did get my phone back, Ray. A nice shiny new one. They sent a new one out. My capital is bigger, my house is full, but sales are slow at the moment. Now I have lots more in stock this Q4. I'm hoping to make a killer compared to last year. Thinking on FBA and watching ads and follow him. I think, depending on what you sell, your time of year, it will affect.
We'll be honest, we haven't really prepared for Q4.
We don't tend to.
And our sales will probably stay similar to what we normally do.
Looking at the analytics on eBay, like last year we actually started to pick up around October, like a lot of people, but we carried on all the way strong until like May, and then it slowed down. No, the steel table still hasn't come, Ryan. It's something I'm thinking about. I need to get it. Oh gosh.
David's got a question.
Yeah, go on.
It's right at the top.
Question: do you ever think a collection of resellers could work as a business model? I'm surprised that hasn't happened in the UK community yet. A few people combining their business into one big super business. I think the problem with that would be resellers are fiercely independent and love, like, it depends what your mindset is, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's just resellers. I think anyone that's self-employed, really.
Well, it depends what your vision is. If you've got a vision,
I think, because the reason why you didn't want to work in a work environment was, one of them would have been like the freedom and the independence to the way you can organise your own day. Obviously you've still got to have the discipline if you're working for yourself, but I'm not sure it would fully work.
Yeah, I think
depends on it depends if you can get your head around being like, because you should, because you want to be a professional business, so it depends on whether you can keep that professionalism kind of with working with other people. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. A collection of Lilliput Lane. Would you niche up in hideous ornaments if there was money in it? We actually left Lilliput Lane. When we bought one of our last hauls, they had a bunch of Lilliput Lane, which we left. We did not. It's not the fastest selling sometimes. Okay. Oh, the new phone. Is that the one you dropped last week live on stream? I'm guessing so.
It might be.
Question: is Beck still selling clothes and scarves? We've got clothes listed, but the scarves need to go back up, don't they? Because we've got loads, and they're good ones as well. Yeah, loads. That's something we need to get back up.
But that's more because I haven't been listing. So until I start listing that stuff, although you keep saying to me, let me list it, and I'm like, no, why should you list it? Because you won't list it the way I want it to be listed. You won't photograph it the way I want it to be photographed. So
no.
Yeah, it's another one of those.
Shazad says, would you consider another PayPal loan, or are you building up a cash reserve to buy another bulk buy?
We
want to do both.
No, well, I would say I would prefer to like build up our own cash to do it. I would rather not go down the route of taking out another PayPal loan. But yeah, if we need to, because we need stock and we need to have a cash injection in the business,
then we will
definitely take out another PayPal loan if they allow us to have one. We would continue to do so if we needed it.
What's that noise, says Ray? That is Alf.
It's because he's not in here.
Yeah,
he's actually in the other room.
And he's being a pain.
He's being a pain.
He's being a pain. Shazad says, I've never worked for someone else. I'm allergic to taking orders. It's
a difficult one, because I used to struggle with taking orders from this one. So even when,
I didn't order you.
Well, it was just like any kind of little friendly advice.
You didn't like it?
No, I hated it. So yeah, not everyone can. So
get them scarves added. Yes, Sean, it is. We are planning to. We've got so many of them. Those would be quite. They'd be quite easy to do, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they're quite quick when I get my head into doing it. I can actually list them really quickly.
But the problem is, she's not going to let me do it, and so it's going to come down to when she's got the energy to do it. See? Just shut up, yeah. Just shut up, yeah. Okay. Man. Ian, we are in the northwest, near Preston, a place called Garstang. Ian. Yeah. Question for Bex. I need a rating on your week. It's a weekly question.
Do you know what? Although it's been a really busy week, it's actually been quite a good week this week. So I'm gonna give it. I don't know. I'm not going to say too high, because it's still been pretty rubbish, because it's been rubbish dealing with the stuff at work. But I would say it's probably, last week I think I gave it a 2, didn't I? This week it's got to be like a 5 or 6. It's actually
a 5 or a 6. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's just me coping with it better.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because it has been hard returning to that kind of,
yeah,
that kind of environment. So
nearly finished my PayPal working capital, says Karen. Just over 100 left. Wow, that's fantastic. Question for Bex: what's it like socializing daily after a year of eBay life in the house with stock and Z?
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's one of the parts of the job I do like, is being able to chat to people, like, and different people, because I'm only talking to you or the dog. So it is nice to be talking. I mean, I don't know, how do you feel about it, because you're in the house on your own now?
Yeah, I'm thing is, I think I'm okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're fine without me? Okay.
No, it's not that.
You don't need to socialise, no?
No, yeah, I think it's just I don't need to socialise.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been, like, even at school I had one friend.
Yeah, but
then I had more friends in senior school, but like in junior school.
But I don't have loads of friends.
No.
I have people that I can
so
talk
when I'm
to.
at home, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm quite happy on my own, just to I think I get a lot more work done. Yeah, I will say. Okay. At first, I was like really like the house is obviously quiet, but I do have Alf. He's always making noise, and he's annoyed. He keeps. But like I get so much work done now, compared to before. That the value of that is huge.
Yeah.
And maybe, but that could be down to the fact that because I'm not on social media as much. Not being on Facebook anymore, that saved me masses and masses of time. So it could be that, but I think it's a combination.
Yeah.
I would like to have, like Beck at home to talk to, or like I would prefer it. But are we not your friend? Of course you're friends. Z gets so lonely, hangs around outside your work, Beck. Very funny. No, it's not that. It's just.
It's not.
Yeah, it's just
that.
I'm. I think it's just because I've been getting work done. Like when we were both at home, it wasn't as positive as it should have been. Like we used to distract each other and just. When
I come back to working at home again,
we'll do things differently.
It's going to be different, and it will be different in the way that you know, you'll probably be doing eBay and I'll probably be doing other stuff. So
Yeah.
we won't actually be working on the same thing. So we will have different interests to kind of keep
Exactly.
us going. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be like that.
Yeah, exactly. I just looking to 3 people, looking for someone to replace myself from the eBay business, says Shazad. Okay. I'm getting cold. People want scarves. I'll get everything added on early so you're ahead and not behind. You'll be angry at yourself if you still have them in March, says Sean.
Yeah, some of them will be like items that you have to have for a while though,
Yeah.
because they're not all like, you know, winter scarves and stuff.
No, some of them are like fashion ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like you know, fancy
But
fashion.
people will still want them for like winter anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do get your point.
I get the feeling Z's on his own, he's shuffling around the house in just his pants and a string bears. In the summer, probably not too far wrong. I will never get a credit card or PayPal loan, but I sometimes think that if I did, I could be full-time self-employed now, or I'm stuck with stock and debt I can't pay. Think I'll play it safe and do it slower. I think the thing with working capital is that it allows you to buy it, you know, it just gets you better deals, because it just opens up more markets to you. Like, for example, if you look at people that buy houses in cash, they will get them cheaper than people that have to get a mortgage, right? Like, if you look at how do these companies make money when people need cash quickly because they're in a lot of debt and they have to sell their house, right? You know, like when people basically have to sell their house under market value. Why do they do that? What's the what value do they get in place of the actual money they would get? You know, if they could just take their time and sell it at market value. You know, when people have to sell quickly, like they're like, you can sell your house tomorrow, but we'll give you way under market value, rather than waiting maybe 6 months or a year. It's because those companies have got the cash ready and waiting and can give it to you tomorrow, whereas waiting for the right buyer is a different thing. And cash opens, you know, a capital basically opens doors to you, doesn't it? You know, you'll find that when you've got the money to spend, you will find magically almost that the deals to take that money will appear. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. When you've got the money, you find these deals. These deals appear. You know, deals can appear in places where there are normally no deals because you've got money. So I know that sounds really weird, but it's definitely our experience that each time we've had cash, we found something to spend it on. You just got to make sure that you're spending it on you know, a good amount of stock. Zahir, I love my own company and also never suffer from boredom, says Ray. Yeah, it's, you know, especially now you can play music on YouTube, you can listen to the radio, you can have videos running in the background, so it's not like you're just working in solitary confinement, you know. It's just, you know, and plus you got to remember, guys, before this I was a rep, which is also a very lonely job. But again, I used to love it because I used to just
fall asleep in the car and then have people knock on the window and say, "Oh,
seeing
you're
if
alright."
I'm alright, yeah. So it depends on what kind of person you are, I think.
Absolutely.
Only reason you're getting more work done is because you don't play Fortnite, says Ash. No.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm awesome company when I'm on my own, says Lex. Oh gosh. I still have the app, says Lisa Curry, but barely look at it. Once a day for a minute, just chat and in case family post. I don't live near any family. Oh yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, we know how that feels. You still have to find deals even if you do have money, says Peter Cummins. You know what, Peter? Yes, but some, like, both the deals we've gotten. Okay, we've had 2 working capital loans and we've bought 2 £3,000 plus job lots, as it were. Both of them weren't advertised. Both of them, like, were kind of, we made them happen. We were like, you know, it was a case of, look, I want to buy a stack of stuff. Can you do something for me? And it was like, yeah, you know, but we wouldn't have had the confidence. We wouldn't have been able to do that if we didn't have the cash. So that's why I would say they appear not by magic. Magic's wrong word. It's not magic, but the reseller community is second to none. I agree, but I'm really comfortable with my own company, says Shasta Rooney. Rep who reviewed Mars bars in the car on his knee last. That's the thing. I love doing that stuff. I busy myself. I do busy myself.
Yeah,
you do. Like the stuff that I have to do isn't. Not everyone would find it fun, would they?
No.
I was fixing up my
I don't find it fun.
Yeah. I was fixing this bad boy up. Check out these upgrades. Because see the aluminium hub carriers in the rear. Got those bad boys installed. Some C hubs as well in blue aluminium. You can see them just there. See?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, huh? You could do stuff like that. It's like loads of fun. Let's put that back.
Yeah. Let's put that back.
Yeah. Still got this one on my knee though.
Yeah.
Okay. Question: how did you get on with the food shopping, Z, this week? Karen, we've been doing really well with our shopping.
Yeah.
We've been budgeting. I say that like. Okay, we've not been the best budgeters in the past, have we? No. So we've started budgeting, and I've got like a little budgeting app, and we've been keeping track of every penny. Down to the 72 pence I spent on a Topic bar. By the way, Topic bar. Did you like it?
It's okay.
I think Topic is the best chocolate in the world. What have we sold? Wow.
Okay. It's a part.
Some HSP parts. Carson, yeah. Yeah, so I think Topic bar is the best chocolate bar on the planet now. It's overtaken Snickers for me. And it's actually beating Reese's at the moment.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
But anyway, so shopping's actually been okay.
Yeah.
So what we did, we went in on Sunday, didn't we? Because we really did need to go do some shopping.
Yeah.
Or was it Saturday? I can't remember. One of the days. But then we've really tried to not go shopping daily. But saying that, every day we either needed to pick up bread or milk. So it hasn't been fantastic. But we haven't had to do food shop for dinner every day, which was frustrating. That's what we were getting angry at.
Yeah, but exactly.
Yeah, it's better. It's going better.
If I had some decent cash, I could have bought some awesome stuff on Marketplace today, says Libel. A wooden princess Disney toy box for £10 and a globe for 20. Yeah, see, I think if you've got cash, the reason why we're always talking about big deals is because of the sustainability of it. We've been selling the same stock day in and day out for nearly a year now, and you know what? When we sell a bunch of stuff, we still have the listings are still there. They're still churning away, and that's what we like about it. Okay, nothing beats Reese's, says Simon. I do like Topic bar, says Karen. Sales are rubbish today for me. Topic are way too small. Topic are small, but they're so lovely. Topic is just a poor man's Snickers. What are you talking about, Barry? No way. Topic is not a poor man's Snickers. Firstly, a Topic bar is most likely to cost you more than a Snickers bar, right? So if anything, Topic is for the more discerning chocolate fan, right? It just tastes better. Try the new mint Snickers. No. Pink Kit Kat's best chocolate bar ever, says Rebecca Turner. Pink Kit Kat was all right. I think did you have it or the girls have it? I think it was Zara had it. Yeah. Topic. I've always walked past those ones. The only one I've never bothered to try, says Ali. You've got to try a Topic.
Karen also says, first time in months, I actually meal planned and saved a fortune.
Yeah.
I used to like meal planning. I do need to get back to it. Because the thing is, the other side of, like when we were down south, I really enjoyed doing meal planning because a lot of frustration, I used to get really frustrated. I used to come in from work and then the conversation used to be, what we're going to eat for dinner. Yeah. And it was we had stuff in the house, but it was a conversation to, decide what we were going to eat, which never used to end well because we always ended up arguing over that.
Whereas this week,
I used to meal plan.
Yeah.
When we meal planned, it was a case of every day we knew exactly what we were going to eat. Even if we decided to change something to a different day and have it on a different day, I still knew that week it was that was one of the meals that was going to be planned for.
Well, I mean,
I used to love meal planning. I need to get back to it.
Meal planning is good. I mean, like, even this week, even though we only did like a smaller shop, we in our head had an idea of what we were going to have, and we had it sorted for like the next few days.
Yeah.
So it does help. It does help. So, Beck, do you use a meal planning app, or can you recommend one, asked Heather?
No, I used to just make my own like little templates of what I wanted to cook that week. And what I used to try and do it over 2 weeks, so you weren't eating the same meals every week. And then also at the bottom I'd have like a little shopping list of what ingredients I would need, so that also helped with the shopping. Yeah, I was that.
But I think a lot of it does come down to just getting your head around doing it, because when you think about it, when you eat out, you're not eating a lot of variety.
No.
It's the same few food groups, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Burgers,
thing,
pizza, like wraps
like
or chicken or whatever.
Like the little list at the end of like each day, going, right, what am I going to need? It was a case of a lot of the same things were coming up, and it was like, oh well, okay, well, I only need to buy this and this, and then we're fine for food. And you'll notice that you don't waste food that way.
Well,
as well.
actually, Ash has just said it's actually crazy how much money you can spend on food if you don't plan ahead. Yeah, planning ahead it's been like this week alone, it saved us insane amounts. We don't have to worry about, like you said, we don't have to have that dreaded conversation of what we're going to eat. It's such a huge thing. Check out My Supermarket, as Ian Rebecca says, the Hills. My Supermarket, is that an app, I'm guessing? But yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I really do think it's something it's helped us, and we're going to carry it on, because like I said, we are budgeting now, so it makes more sense. And we want to limit the amount of times you go to the supermarket, and the more you can limit, the better.
And also,
actually, there's something there. I think smaller shops are the way to go. I do a shop every 2 to 3 days, otherwise half the stuff goes out of date. I think that's the perfect plan.
Yeah, that's not a bad way of doing it.
Yeah. Because I think once a week you can't do, especially when you've got kids drinking milk like there's no tomorrow.
Because you always end up having to go in.
Yeah.
Like, the thing for us that the kids always seem to go through is milk and bread.
Yeah.
Because when they get in from school, all they want is like a slice of toast, or they'll make themselves a sandwich, just before, obviously, because our dinners do tend to be quite late here, because obviously by the time I get in from work, it's normally about, some evenings we're not eating until gone like 6-7 o'clock, really.
Yeah.
So they do tend to be quite late, whereas when we were both working from home, we could like really have a dinner time around 5 o'clock in the evening, which was like perfect for everyone. And but the girls find themselves snacking quite a lot before dinner, don't they? So but yeah, so I think that makes a huge difference, definitely. I'm not on a KFC ban, Simon, but just not fancying spending the money on it. I think one thing with budgeting is it makes you realize, like, just how expensive it would be. Like, when you consider what your shopping costs and what one night out's takeaway costs, and you start, it makes you think, I used to buy all the reductions at 3 p.m. on Sunday at Tesco and fill my chest freezer up, says Lisa Curry. Very smart move. My Supermarket app saves you money. You're not going to buy Pringles for £2.50 from Tesco if Asda do it for £1. Okay. Okay. We get through 12 pints of milk a week and 4 full bowls of fruit. There's always, they always go straight for the fruit. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Zahir, get a slow cooker, amazing things, and they allow you to use cheaper cuts of meat. Bang it on low in the morning and ready for tea, says Ray.
I've got a slow cooker.
Yeah, we need to use it.
I need to use it more often. But
yeah.
I do have one.
If I get a shelf of milk on the shop, half normal skimmed, half pure. Okay. I'm down with a slow cooker. So nice, says Peter Cummins. Okay. Hey, Nick. Sorry, late in again. How's it going? We're about to be finishing soon, but but
we're just finishing.
Thanks for popping in. Yes, Peter. Yeah, we've not used ours for a while.
Yeah, I've not used it for
Yeah,
a while.
I
really
enjoy.
should,
Yeah.
but I think the problem is that it's finding a recipe that we all kind of like, because
The
I
yeah.
like trying different things, but
Yeah,
it's more a case of like getting something.
Looks like you'd save loads when the girls move out here, guys. My boy is the same. Lol, food.
Yeah.
They do eat.
Like
Well, they're growing girls, aren't they? They're gonna.
And the thing is, it's not like they eat loads, but they do eat. They they
Yeah.
get home from school and they are really hungry, and they go straight to the kitchen and start trying to make up, food for themselves. And a lot of the time, right, like you buy them the cereal, so they'll just sit there and eat dry cereal. Like, not even put milk in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know that? They eat that as a snack. I saw them the other day in the front room, and they're both sitting down. They both had a bowl of dry cereal. And
Just
I was like, aren't you going to put any milk in that?
No.
No. And that was all. That's what they were snacking on. I was like, what?
Just what they do. It's just
Yeah.
they do.
cereal.
I think certain things you notice just go.
Yeah.
But yeah, slow cooker recipes. Yeah, we will look into those. Stick in some meat, veg stock. Yeah, exactly. My to eat loads, especially in the summer. It is crazy. It is crazy.
Anyway, are we gonna wrap this up?
We are. And Nick says, hi, show. Yes, can't believe it's come around so quick. Looking forward to meeting everyone who's coming. Everyone that's going tomorrow to the meetup, hope you guys have like an amazing time. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. We really enjoyed when we met up. Was it 2 years now?
I don't know. Can't remember.
3 years?
Yeah. I
3?
don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
Heather said, I raised 3 teenage boys and pasta was my friend.
They love
the
pasta.
girls love pasta, and that's one thing. Like, if I'm at home and it's lunchtime and we've got pasta, and they like those pestos.
Yeah, pesto. Yeah.
They? So pesto, and they are absolutely. That's one of their favourite things to eat, actually.
Yeah.
For lunch. So.
Yeah. Ash says, anyone going live tomorrow night at the meetup? I'm sure people will.
Yeah.
As we were saying, everyone that's going tomorrow, have a really good time. I'm sure you'll enjoy it loads. Should be a lot of fun. We expect to see some car vlogs for journeys on the way there.
Carla and Lex.
Carla and Lex will especially looking at you guys. But everyone else as well, looking forward to seeing the videos from it. Gutted that we couldn't go, but c'est la vie, as they say. It is now 9:37, so we've been on for over an hour. Thank you for...
I'm not sure if we covered everything that we were.
I don't think I think we just chatted.
I think
we've got tabs open.
Yeah.
We've got the graph. We've got sales, and we didn't go through any of it.
We're just really bad.
Yeah.
So.
I used to eat them. Are you talking about sugar puffs? Aren't you, Ash? When you eat them, is that what you were talking about? Let me just check. Peter Cummins. Sugar puffs make your wee smell like coffee. No, they don't make your wee smell like coffee, but they do make your wee smell. They do.
Okay.
But it wasn't like coffee. It wasn't like... I always used to say, coffee doesn't make my wee smell, but sugar puffs definitely did make your wee smell.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Do the graphs. Oh, it's too late now.
Do you know what?
We've got the graph open. We've got everything open.
Do you know what? I'm really, really tired.
She's about to fall asleep.
I really need to go to sleep.
Yeah. All right, guys.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to do like a quick video showing the graph.
Full skirmish starting in 7 minutes. Oh, awesome. Oh, they've changed. It's a new Fortnite tournament.
Did you not know?
Man. All right, guys.
Yeah.
We will see you guys later.
Do you know what? We might have to do a video over the weekend where we just show the graph, okay?
Yeah.
But I can't do it right now. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
See you guys.
Night.